Good morning, students. Today we are going to start sum number 5 of exercise 1.3 as we have done till sum number 4 of this exercise till now. So today the sum number 5 is use the distributive property to find the product of the given statement. So distributive property, we have already discussed all the properties of multiplication. Distributive property is A into B plus C. Distributive property is containing two signs, multiply plus inside the bracket, or it can be minus. So the result is A multiply B plus A multiply C. So you can see this condition is given here. So we will use this property to solve the given sum, and we will not directly multiply this by this plus this by this because they have asked us to find the distributive property. So we will write 138. We will see 138 multiply 199 plus 138 multiply 1. So 138 and 138, as you can see, this is one term and this is another term. Terms are separated by plus and minus only. When multiply and division sign is there, then the terms are not separated. It is considered as one term. So this is one term, this is another term which we have to add. But first we will see 138 is there in this term and in that term also. So what we will write? We will write 138 as common. I have taken 138 common. Now I will put a bracket. As you know, what was the property? A into B plus C. I will write it in this form because the right hand side form is already given to me. So I will convert that form into this form. So I have taken my A already, which is common in both the terms. It is taken 138. Now from the first term, I will see what is left from the first term. 138 is already written there. What is left? 199. 199 plus 138 is there outside. So what is left there? 1. So I will write my 1 here. Bracket close. So 138 multiply, I will solve the bracket, which is 199 plus 1. 199 plus 1 will give you 200. Okay. So 138 multiply 200 and the answer will be 2 zeros as it is, and 2 will be multiplied by 138 will give you 276. This will be my answer. Using distributive property, you have found the answer of the first sum. Again, second sum, there is 360 multiplied by 215 multiply 0. So distributive property says that there should be plus or minus in between the bracket, either plus or minus, but it is having multiply sign. There might be some problem in the statement. It should be plus or minus, but we will not change it. We will solve it as it is. It is associative property, so we will not change the statement as it is given in the book. So what will we do? We will multiply the bracket first. My answer will be 360 multiplied by 215. It will be 77400. 77400 will be the product of these two numbers which are in bracket. Multiply by 0 will give me answer as 0. According to distributive property, there should be plus minus, but it is not there. So we will solve it as it is. Now come to sum number third. 15 multiply minus 5 plus 8 multiply minus 5. The same sum as first one. You can see what is common in both the terms. You can see what is common. It is minus 5 and minus 5. Common in both the terms. So we'll take minus 5 as common. Multiply. Now what is left in the first term? Minus 5 is already taken out. What is left? 15. I will write 15. Which sign is there? Plus. Now minus 5 is already taken out. What is left? Plus 8. Okay. So next, minus 5 multiply. The sum is 23. So your answer will be 23 multiplied by minus 5. It will give you minus 115. Answer will be negative because one is positive, other is negative. Plus minus, minus, and this will be multiplied. 23 will be multiplied by 5. It will be minus 115. It's your answer. Next, again, fourth part. As you can see clearly, you can again find one common term. One common integer, in both the terms. 25 multiply minus 3. 25 multiply minus 7. What is common? 25 is here also and in this term also. So what we will write? Take out 25 as common. Multiply. Now start the bracket. Which form we are using of distributive property? You can clearly see that this form we are using. And the answer of this form means A multiply B. This one minus sign is there. We will be using this. A multiply B minus A multiply C. A is repeating in both the terms. Which A is I'm talking about? 25 is A here. So minus 3 will be my B. From the first term, I will take minus 3. And then in between there is minus sign. I will write it here. And 25 is already out. What is left? Minus 7. Minus sign this one and minus 7 is already negative. So I will keep it in small bracket. Students, 25 and 25 I have taken already common. In all three sums I have done the same. So I think it should be clear to you now. 25 and 25 taken common. What is left in the first term? Minus 3. It will be written here. With sign in between? Minus 7. 25 again taken out common. It will be written only once. So I have written it outside. So what will be left inside? Minus 7. 25 multiply. Again minus 3 minus plus 7. You know, when two negative signs are multiplied, they become positive. So 25 multiply plus minus 7 minus 3 will give you positive 4. Plus minus 7 minus 3 will give you 4 and the sign will be of greater number. Greater number is having positive sign, the answer will be positive. And the product of this will be 100. Okay, so 25 multiply 4 will give me 100. Now next is sum number 6. Use commutative and associative property to find the product of the given sum. Now students, it's very clear that there are more than two integers and commutative property is used in two integers only. So the statement here is wrong. We will not use this commutative property here. We will use only associative property to find the product. Okay, there are more than three integers, so commutative property held in two integers only. So we will use according to associative property. According to associative property, what is that? A multiply B multiply C should be equal to A multiply B multiply C. Either last two integers are kept in bracket in grouping or first two integers are placed in grouping. So according to this, our A, B and C are given to A is 15, B is 17 and C is 4. So I will use the first side. 50 multiply, keep 17 multiply 4 in bracket, 15 into 68 and my answer will be 1020. When I will multiply 15 by 68, I will be getting 1020. Now again I will use this side. I will keep 15 into 17 in bracket into 4 outside. 15 into 17 will give me 255. Multiply 4. The bracket answer 255 will be multiplied by 4 and the answer again will be 1020. So both the cases we have solved, you have solved this sum by using associative property. You will use both the sides, this one and this one. In both the cases answer will be same. Commutative property will not be used here because it is used in two terms and we have given three terms. So second part of this sum is 18 multiply 25 multiply 7. So I will take 18 outside, 25 according to these two lines you will write this line and this line. You will write again. Here I am writing from this. I am doing from this part. So you will write, or you, if you want me to write, I will write for you. According to associative property, you will write according to associative property, A multiply B multiply C is equal to A multiply B in bracket outside C. So here my A is 18 multiplied, B is 25 and C is 7. So this will give me 18 into 25 into 7 will give me 175, and my answer of this will be 3150. 3150. When I will multiply 175 by 18, I will be getting 1350. Now next, A is 18. Now this form I will be writing. 25 will be kept in bracket, multiply C. What is C? 7. So again you will solve the bracket. Bodmer says solve the bracket first. So you will solve and you will be getting answer 450. 18 multiply 25, the answer will be 450. It will be multiplied by 7. Again the answer will be 3150. Okay, so associative property is used here. In both the parts we will be solving. So you will be getting the both answer same. So third part of this sum will be done by you as homework. Thank you.